downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go. 10 black. Set cut.
Here's Love. That one just too far. Out in front, and it's incomplete.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy in the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed when the ball's thrown so far behind him.
Second and 10.
Ready. 50, green.
They'll run with the rookie from Auburn. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
It is third and 10.
Set. Yellow, 43. Cut.
From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, like they're on the call sheet and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
On the give, it's Hall.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Jets first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A give. Here's Hall. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Hall.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Black 40.
Tight end, the motion man to the right.
Hut, hut.
Drive will start on the ground. Finding room across midfield. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That pickup is good for 29 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Come on, set. 45, wide. 22 meter. Hut, hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Soft start, as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Set.
On 2nd down, Love. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And he'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Third down, 3 to go.
Set, ready. 60 red.
Man in motion, heading left.
Set.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Let's go. Shot, 17.
They'll motion a tight end right.
Ready?
Here it is on 4th down. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Ready, ready.
Going back. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And the Jets come up with the takeaway.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Darnold. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Darnold to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And it's going to be 4th down.
Here we go. 50, green. Hut.
We'll go play action with Love. Our 1st down throw there is incomplete.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Set, hut. Red, 38. Set, hut.
Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Here we go. Here we go. Black 40. Set.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up. Coverage there, and they force 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, and he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Go, set.
Throwing, Darnold. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. On the option, here's Hall. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. That's Darnell Savage up from the secondary to make the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A big play for the Jets. 39 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
We're going to start. Start.
And up, here comes Hall. Awkward-looking tackle there. Upended at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
No gain on the
You
play.
want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll go again with Hall. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Jets have a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Another run here with Hall. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Jets. That is first touchdown this year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready, ready. Blue 32. Hut, hut.
They'll begin here on the ground. Nice game on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Here we go, set. 10 black. Set.
Up the middle they go. Not much. Second and long coming up.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. Brings up second down.
Ready, set. Come on, set. 45, white.
Now Love. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On the ready.
Third and a yard.
Here we go. 52 blue. Ready.
Pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Packers first down by a couple of yards. Able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Cut.
To throw is Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Isaiah McDuffie for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. Striker, yellow, 43. Hut.
Love to throw. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Third and long.
Let's go now. Ready, 38. Ready.
Here's Love to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 9. Darnold now to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Go sack.
Begin to Hall. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Here goes sack.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. There's a short one caught by Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down. To throw is Darnold. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set, hut. 50, green. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. Forced to his right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. That is Will McDonald. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready. Let's go now. Black 40. Set, hut.
He'll get this out wide. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
Now Love. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're faced with the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Set, ready. 10-33, yellow. Ready.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
Tommy Townsend in punt formation.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it's come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
It's 1st down, and it's Paul. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out in the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Come on, set. 52 Blues. Ready?
And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
Set. Blues 32. Cut.
Love. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This is 3rd and 6.
Here we go, set. Ken Black. Cut.
To throw is Love. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one. Falls incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hall. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one complete to Atwell. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Ready. Red 38. Set. Go.
Now give up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
Down. 60 red. 60 red.
They'll stick with him again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Ready. 45. One. Ready.
Throwing is Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Ready. Straight.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. The chop. 17.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Love to throw on 1st and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 48-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On play action, Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go now. Yellow. 22. Ready.
And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. Now he'll work his way out right.
The quarterback on the scramble. It's a turnover on downs.
Ready? We're going to set.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Jets first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. First and 10.
We're going to set.
Off we go in the 4th quarter, and it starts with a run by Hall. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 8.
Go set.
Here's Hall, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
One-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
throwing. Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And that is no good. He missed it. And their lead will stay right where it is.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Set.
Here's Love. They try to hit him with a screen. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Striker, 22 meter.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Ready. Black 40. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Exiting the pocket right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. Moving to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down.
60 red.
Back to throw is Love. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, like, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Time. Face up.
On the give, it's Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike. It's just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Face up.
A run here with Hall.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
A tough spot here. Third and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Can't tie the game or even take the lead.
And it's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Down. Red, 38. Ready?
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball.
This one taken at the 7. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game. He takes a big shot there on that return. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
We go set. Hey, set.
A give. Here's Hall. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Now an injury timeout, and that's Breece Hall, who is struggling a bit after that play. All 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Brings up second and 7.
Two minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here is second and 7.
We go set.
They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Set. Set.
Darnold. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 17 yards on that play. And the Jets have a first down.
Go set. Ready. Set.
He'll run. There he goes. Inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And across the 20, mark them at the 52-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's first down.
Ready. Blue 32. Set.
From the gun, it's Love. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
At the 28-yard line.
43 rail. Set.
Second down throw for Love. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Ready.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Here we go. 33. Yellow. Set.
Love to throw it on first down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Now, on second and long.
Set. 50. Green.
To throw is Love. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Set. Hut. 45. White. Hut.
Throwing now on third and long. Escaping to his left. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down.
Let's go.
Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And he's going to have the Packers first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on fourth and long.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Down. Black 40. Set.
On first down, it's Love. Flush to his right. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. That's time after Green Bay. It'll be their second. Clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. The crowd at MetLife on their feet for third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Red 38. Cut, cut.
Love on the run to the right. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. Packers going to use their final timeout now. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
60 red. 60 red.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15.
Ready. Yellow 43. Set.
Love to throw. To the left side, he finds Pratt.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
They come up for 2nd and 2.
Ready, ready. Blue 32. Ready?
Now Love. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but me, my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
That's going to be caught. Not playing for the OT. They get the 2-point conversion and take the lead here in the final minute. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. He fields it at the 8. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute. And they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's